Hello, my name is Chloe, welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing to you my books I've owned the longest. So these are my TBR books that I have had for a considerable amount of time. I picked 10 that I've had around for some of these, like 4 years. Maybe even longer. It's a slight problem, but I wanted to pick a few here so that when I'm thinking what book should I really read, like what should I have read by now, hopefully I go for one of these options. This is my first sit down video. I'm filming with my brand new camera, so I'm hoping that this goes well. If you're seeing it, I've thought the quality is good enough, so yeah, we will see. Okay, starting off strong with a series I need to finish, which is actually the case for the first 4 books. I've gone for Thirst number 2 by Christopher Pike. So this is the second collection of 3 The Last Vampire books all whacked together. So this is Deepest, oh no it's not, I tell a lie, it is Phantom, Evil Thirst and Creatures of Forever. So this series follows Alyssa, who is a 5,000-year-old vampire, and what more can I really say? It is just an adult, easy vampire series. The first book I gave 3 stars with the 3 books that were in it. I assume this is going to be a really similar situation. I have volume 2 and I have volume 3, but yeah, I just want to get through it and finally mark this series as done. Another series I have no excuse for not finishing. We have City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. So this is book number 6 of the Mortal Instruments series. There is genuinely no reason why I haven't finished this book. I have read books 1 to 5 like 3 times now, and I have never read book number 6. Every time I have a different excuse for not doing it. And I mean, I have one this time, but it's fine. I will read this book eventually. But yeah, this is from the Shadowhunters world, and I need to read this one to continue on with the series, well, the world, because this will finish this series and then there's more series in the same world. Another series I need to make progress with is Angel Fire by L.A. Weatherly. This is the second book in the Angel series. I first read Angel like before 2010, I want to say, maybe about 2010. And I bought book number 2 and book number 3 in the series with the intention of reading them straight away, and I never ever did. So maybe I've had this one about, that makes no sense, because that would mean I've had this 10 years. There's no way I've had this 10 years. Maybe I have. But Angel is a book about Willow. It's a typical Not Like Other Girls, and then we throw in a paranormal element of half angels and a church that worships angels. Like, it's a bit cult-like. It's a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to read the second book in this series. It is a chonker though. It is nearly 700 pages of early 2000s YA angel stuff, so it's very cliched, but it is a very good time. I've actually just seen another one in this stack that's a series, so we're going to finish off the series list with the next 2. The first one is Revelations by Melissa de la Cruz. This is the 3rd book in the Blue Bloods series, and I have read books 1 and 2. I have 3, 4 and 5. I think there's like 9 at this point, but I'm hoping to stop when I get to 5. Really, I should just unhaul 3, 4 and 5, but they're such quick reads. This is like 250 pages of YA vampire stuff, again from the early 2010s. This one in particular was published in 2008, so I don't know when I first read Blue Bloods, but I have reread Blue Bloods and whatever the next one was called, Masquerade. I've read them both this year, or at least the end of 2020, start of 2021, so I need to carry on, finish it so I can unhaul these and get them out of my life, but I don't want to give up before I try. The final one related to a series in this list is The Vanishing Stare by Maureen Johnson. So I was gifted Truly Devious a long time ago, and this is when I thought the US covers were different to the, or like the US feel was different to the UK one. So I made Cole bring this book with him in January of 2020, and I still haven't read it yet. So this was one of my birthday presents that year, and I've not read it. I reread Truly Devious with the intention of moving straight onto this one, and yeah, never did. Next, a relatively old Christmas present, I think it was, is Undead Girl Gang by Lily Anderson. Really, the cover of this just drew me in. It's like a denim jacket with pin badges, and I don't remember anything about the story. Meet teenage Wiccan Mila Flores, who truly could not care less what you think about her Doc Martens, her attitude or her weight, because she knows that no matter what, her BFF Riley is right by her side. So when Riley and Fairmount Academy Mean Girls, June Phelan Park and Dayton Nesseth die under suspicious circumstances, Mila refuses to believe everyone's explanation that her best friend was involved in a suicide pact. Instead, armed with a tube of lip gloss and an ancient grimoire, Mila does the unthinkable to uncover the truth. She brings the girls back to life. That sounds like a good time. I've had this for such a long time and haven't picked it up. Ooh, it's pink underneath. That is very cute. And yeah, this is another one that I think it was really new when I got it. It came out in 2018 and I think I got it in 2019 maybe. So I was like trying to get in on new releases and just haven't ever picked it up. Next, maybe one of the oldest books on my shelf. Well, these are all the oldest books on my shelf. We have A Mother's Reckoning by Sue Claibold. So this is the mother of one of the Columbine shooters, Dylan Claibold, who has written a, I guess, memoir about what happened at Columbine and what Dylan was like as a child. It says living in the aftermath of the Columbine tragedy, and it was written 16 years after the Columbine shooting. So as you may be aware, I have a book club called Chloe's Crime Scene Corner, and I'm thinking of making A Mother's Reckoning one of the picks for that. I did write a dissertation at the end of sixth form, so for anyone who's not from the UK and has read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, the extended project she's doing, that study, I did a dissertation on Columbine specifically, but American school shootings. So I have a real vested interest in this book. I really want to know what Sue has to say. But yeah, I for some reason never picked it up because I think it's going to be quite heavy, so that's why I'm thinking of making it a book club pick. Let me know what you think about that. Next we have a YA contemporary that I picked up in October of 2019, and that is It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini. This one I'm getting quite angry about because it is so heavy, and it is one of the ones I carried through the airport from America back home, and oh my god, it's heavy. The text is really big on the pages. This looks like it's not going to be a difficult time to read, but for some reason I haven't picked it up yet. So I definitely need to get on that. I had no idea what I was saying because my Chinese delivery just arrived, but just to quickly jump in with saying this was on my top 10 contemporary TBR, so it's definitely one of the books I've owned the longest, and that is Girl in Pieces by Kathleen Glasgow. This is a very hard-hitting YA contemporary focusing on self-harm, so I know it's going to be a very difficult read, but I also feel like it's going to be very powerful and very informative, so I do want to read it. But yeah, I'm just putting this one off for like emotional reasons, so when I'm in a really good place, then I'm going to read this one. And the last book on this list, which I do not have a reason for leaving this long, is 13 Minutes by Sarah Pinborough. This is a YA thriller. It says Mean Girls for the Instagram age. Voted one of the best YA books of the 2016 Telegraph. So I don't remember how I ended up in the icy water, but I do know this: it wasn't an accident. They say you should keep your friends close and your enemies closer, but sometimes it's hard to tell them apart. My friends love me, I know they do, but that doesn't mean they didn't try to kill me. 13 Minutes is a gripping murder mystery about people, fears, manipulation, and the power of truth. A stunning read, it questions our relationships and what we really know about the people closest to us. So I have no excuse for not reading this yet, because that sounds amazing. So there we have it. Those are the 10 books I have had on my TBR the longest. Let me know if you've read any of these, if you have any strong opinions, if you think I should be picking them up way sooner than now. Yeah, let me know what you think, and hopefully that will influence my reading decisions. I'm also holding myself accountable by putting this up now. Maybe I can look back in 12 months and see if I've actually read them. I feel like that would be a really good shout, because these really need to get read or unhauled, to be honest. So that is all I have today. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one.